Sir, I rise to present the budget for the year 1982-83. The Economic Survey for 1981-82 placed before the House a few days ago gives a detailed review of the current trend in the economy. I shall therefore touch upon only a few important aspects of the economic situation which have influenced the formulation of this year's budget. As the House is aware, when the present government came into office a little over 2 years ago, the country was faced with a serious and deteriorating economic situation. Gross national product has declined by as much as 4.8% in 1979-80. The infrastructure was in shambles and prices had increased at an annual rate of 23.3% by the end of January 1980. It was against this background that while presenting the regular budget for 1980-81, my distinguished predecessor had informed the House that an important task before the government was to arrest the deterioration in the economic situation and to set the economy on the path of stability and growth. I am glad to say that we have gone a long way in achieving these objectives. Our gross national product is in real terms increased by 7.5% in 1980-81 and is expected to grow further by 4.5% in 1981-82. The infrastructure is functioning well, inflation is being controlled. Production of food grains is likely to reach a new peak this year. The industrial sector will record a growth of 8%. The fight against inflation has been a high priority of the government. Any slackening of effort on this front would have undermined the very basis of our development. Inflation hurts all sections of the community, but it hurts the weaker and poorer sections the most. Inflation also hurts the development process as investment costs get distorted and financing becomes an increasingly severe problem. It is therefore a matter of satisfaction that we have succeeded in bringing down the rate of inflation substantially. At the end of January 1982, the annual rate of inflation on a point-to-point basis was only 4.9% as against 15.9% at the end of January 1981 and 23.3% at the end of January 1980. When the present government took over, the deceleration in the wholesale prices has occurred in a wide range of commodities and is being gradually reflected in the consumer price index. However, the price situation requires constant vigilance and there can be no room for complacency. The international price situation continues to be uncertain at home. A drought or the failure of a major crop may well upset the demand and supply balance. We must continue our efforts to increase the supplies of agricultural and industrial commodities and also restrain the growth of aggregate demand. At the same time, we must ensure that antisocial elements do not disrupt supplies and the distribution network. As I mentioned before, food grain production is likely to reach a new peak in the current year. The Kharif food grains production is estimated at around 80 million tons as against 77.4 million tons in 1980-81, and the prospect of Rabi crop are good. Sugarcane production is likely to increase substantially and sugar production should reach a record level of over 67 lakh tons. Groundnut production may be 20 to 25% higher than in the last year. Significant increases are also expected in cotton and jute.